Now let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Mott Community College Bears from Flint, Michigan. Starting at forward, a 6'7" freshman, number 4, Lamar Rice. Also at forward, a 6'6" freshman, number 30, Derek Minifield. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore, number 12, Alonzo Evans. At guard, a 6'1" freshman, number 23, Rulon Harris. And at guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 32, Javar Chavers. The Mott Community College Bears are coached by Steve Schmidt. And now the starting lineups for the Bismarck State College Mystics from Bismarck, North Dakota. Starting at forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 32, Quinn Austin. Also at forward, a 6'4" freshman, number 33, Jacob Shaw. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 5, Wiley Bearstail. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 22, Patrick Alden. And at guard, a 6'7" sophomore, number 42, Adolph Kajangwe. The Mystics are coached by Buster Gillis.
And our thanks to Tom Barnes, our public address announcer, for our starting lineups as we get set in the second matchup of the tournament between the Bears of Mott Community College and the Mystics of Bismarck State College. MCC will be in their home gold uniforms, trimmed in black and in white, while their opponents, the Mystics of Bismarck State, will be in their traveling green uniforms, trimmed in white. And if you've ever seen Michigan State's uniforms, Troy Noble, the uniforms that are worn by the Mystics are designed to look exactly like theirs.
Second look, when I took a look at that, Scott, I was thinking, wait a minute, are we in East Lansing today? I thought Michigan State was playing in the Sweet 16.
Well, there is a team from Michigan. It just happens to be Mott Community College. That is the school out of Flint, Michigan. Bismarck State out of North Dakota. We are set. The players are set. Around the center circle we meet. The ball is in the air, and the second game is underway, and the tip is going to be controlled by Mott. It's across the timeline for Javar Chavers, and Chavers starts to orchestrate the offense. First to the left, Evans. Now into the middle and back to the right. Around the perimeter they go to the top of the key. Chavers from 3, missed it, and the rebound scooped up by the Mystics on the glass. Kajanwe gives it to the left-hand side. Alden kicks it down deep into the corner. Up top from Bearstail to Kajanwe. His jumper up and good. And Kajanwe with his first 2 points of the ball game. The Mystics have their first 2 points of the game, and Mott will toss it away, but last touched by the Mystics of Bismarck State.
I had a chance to see Mott Community College play here at actually Danville at one of the early October kind of preseason practice contest where the junior colleges teams, they come out and they play. And I was very, very impressed at that time with Mott, and I am not surprised at all to see them here playing in March at this national tournament.
That foul on Rulon Harris of Mott will be his first. It'll be the first against the Bears. And quickly, Michigan, or rather, I knew I was going to say that, Bismarck State gets the bucket. Out to the right-hand side, Mott with the ball. The turnaround jumper underneath won't go for Minifield, and the rebound by Bismarck State to the right-hand side and up the floor they push. Outside, Alden, he'll drive inside, off the glass and good.
Wonderful up and under hesitation dribble there by Hilden, and Mott calls a timeout with down 6 points here in the first 1 minute and 14 seconds. Boy, Bismarck's really jumped on him right off the get-go.
Well, and that's one of the teams you have to do when a team comes in with a record of 30-3 and has a national reputation of being a powerhouse. You've got to jump on them early and try to get them into a different mindset.
That's exactly right. Now they're going to have to, really settle down, try to get some post touches. Mott's been successful from the perimeter so far, so now you might want to expect them to come in and try to pound the ball inside, try to get some post touches.
6-0, the quick lead by Bismarck State. And underneath, Mott Community College will inbound. Steve Schmidt wanted to talk to his team, settle them down, and get them thinking in a different direction. Just over a minute play. Out to the right-hand side. Bears with the basketball to the left-hand side. They kick it to Evans. Evans up top to Chambers. Chambers down low. Now they work inside, and the ball's knocked out of the hands, but it comes right back to Harris. Harris to Chambers to Harris. Harris in the paint. Dumps underneath with the ball. Minifield turns, shoots, scores, and Minifield's got his first 2 points of the game.
Here comes a 1-2-2 full court press by Mott.
Mystics into the fourth court at the timeline. Austin with the basketball. Has it knocked out of his hands? It's going to be picked off by the Bears. Minifield comes out of the pile. Hands it off to Harris. Harris down deep into the left-hand corner. Dumps it to Evans. Evans up top and around the perimeter. A three on the way, and it won't go in. A loose ball underneath, and the ball is bounced off the back of the head of a Mystic player, and it'll come back to Mott underneath their own. Evans took it right off of the Mystics' head. Now the Bears inbound to the left-hand side. Evans, nice fake, pulls up, missed the 14-footer, rebound underneath, put back good. And the rebound put back by Chambers gives him his first 2 points of the game. 6-4, the Mystics out on top to the left-hand side. On the give, Austin drives and he travels.
So many times when one team presses another, they're not necessarily looking to get a steal. They're looking for the other team to make a mistake, and that's exactly what happened there. They speeded up Bismarck's game, and they were able to get a turnover there out of them.
Down inside, the Bears work now up top and around the perimeter. Evans on the lob inside. Minifield back out there, out top. Evans goes down underneath to Rice. Rice with the leaner, missed it. Rebound scooped up by the Mystics, but stolen away by Chambers. All the way up top, they'll work. On the drive inside, the jump shot, good! And Chambers with his 4th point of the game. Full court pressure, and the Mystics trying to break it, and they give the ball to Alden. Alden to the left-hand side. On the cross-court feed, they work into the corner. A three on the way, and it's good! Wiley Bearsdale with his first 3 points of the game. 9-6, and the Mystics are going to steal the ball away. Up the floor they come. Bearsdale, he'll fire another three. Missed it off the back iron, and the rebound by the Bears. Chambers will push up the floor, across the timeline, on the feed, down the floor, in the lane. The layup is good by Rice.
Boy, I think that first couple minutes they really woke Mott up, and now they're on an 8-3 run.
9-8, the lead by the Mystics. Bearsdale fakes the three, drives into the lane and throws it away. It's going to be picked up by Evans. Evans, coast to coast, leans in, shoots. Missed it, but he's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
Boy, by looking at this Mott team, they are as quick and as athletic as Erie and Wallace were. I think that Mott is at least as quick and at least as athletic, and I think they probably have more depth, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you, the one thing we've noticed in this tournament, teams love to get up and down the floor, don't they?
Yes, this is definitely an exciting pace of play, and it's definitely not the slow-down basketball that is sometimes glorified at the higher levels. This is an up and down, up-tempo style, NBA style of basketball, especially at the offensive end. You've got some very good athletes that can run, that can dunk, that can get nice looks to the basket, that can create their own shots.
Alonzo Evans missed his first free throw. Second one on the way, and it's good. And he's got his first point of the contest. Tied at 9. Mystics with the basketball across the timeline, up the floor. Austin on the drive, and the layup is good. Austin with 2, 11-9. Bismarck State leads.
Mott is using a various different press. That was a diamond in one press. They were able to get, Bismarck was able to get the ball out real quick and get a basket in transition there before Mott can get the defense set.
Minifield lobs it down low, and the bucket is good by Evans. He's got his 3rd point of the game. Tied at 11, quickly up the floor. Nice speed underneath, and the shot is blocked out of the hands of Kajanwe. But there to get the rebound is Austin for the putback, and he's got 4. 13-11, Bears trail up top. Quick feed inside, Rice back outside, Chambers, Evans on the baseline, throws it up and he's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be on Brian Allen, on Adolphe Kajanwe, and that'll be his first. 13-11, the lead belongs to Bismarck State College. Way up there in North Dakota. Be some chilly weather this time of year.
I'm sure it's probably chilly weather quite a bit of the year. I'm glad, I mean, this probably feels like the beach for some of those kids from North Dakota. I'll tell you what, it's about 50, 55 degrees out there today in sunny Danville, and that's probably like heaven. Some of these kids probably brought their tanning lotion.
Remember a couple of years ago, the team out of North Dakota came and they were leaving almost 3 feet of snow to make the drive to Danville. Second free throw is good for Evans. He's got 5. Tied at 13, 15-28 left to go in the first half. At mid-floor, Bismarck State works the ball down underneath. The dunk attempt, no good by Jacob Shaw, and the rebound by the Bears. Out to the left-hand side, Evans with a stutter step, throws it away, but right back to him. Now they'll kick it around the perimeter to the right-hand side. Johnson in the middle of the floor to Dotson. The jumper no good. Rebound fought for inside. Tapped to Bears tail, and the Mystics have the ball. 2-on-1 on the lead, up the floor, and the layup is good by Olden.
That was a great pass by Bears tail in transition.
On the drive inside, throwing the ball into the air. It won't go for Evans, but the rebound tracked down deep in the corner by Allen. Allen will give. On the drive inside to Johnson. Johnson dumps down underneath, and the shot won't go. The ball is knocked out of play, and last touch by Mott Community College. 14:45 left to play here in the first half. 15-13, the lead by Bismarck State.
Boy, this pace is really getting into both teams. Mott's already they've subbed 3 players now in the first after 5 minutes of play. They got 3 fresh bodies in there.
Up the floor, Mystics with the ball. They give it upstairs to Alden. Alden on the drive inside, and he's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be issued to Calvin Dotson. That'll be his first, and the team's second. In the act of shooting, and Alden's going to go to the line. Alden's first freebie is in and out, no good. He'll get another attempt. Second free throw is up, and it is good. Alden's got 5 points. 16-13, the 3-point lead belongs to the Mystics of Bismarck State. Mott Community College with the ball out of Flint, Michigan. A 3 on the way, and it is no good. That ball was almost shot from Flint, Michigan. Rebound by Bears tail for the Mystics. On the feed inside, it's batted away, loose on the floor. The Bears come out of the pile with it. 3-on-1, up the floor, on the lead, alley-oop, and the layup is good. Credit the bucket to Chambers, his 6th of the game. Out to the right side, Bears tail in the paint, pulls up, shoots, it rolls around and finally drops through. He's got 5.
Very nice soft touch there by Bears tail. Danced around the rim for a second or 2 and fell right in.
Out to the outside, a 3 on the way. This one by Dotson is no good. He gets his own rebound. He flips it in the middle of the floor to Humphreys. Humphreys to Johnson, and he took an extra step. 18-15, the lead by Bismarck State. The winner of this game plays Community College of Beaver County out of Monica, Pennsylvania. Mark Javen sitting on the floor across from us. Last time that team came to the national tournament back in 1997, they won it. To the left-hand side with the basketball, the Mystics give to Alden. Alden throws it away in the middle of the paint. Dotson with the ball to Johnson, to Dotson, the alley-oop, and they missed it. Rebound on the floor, scooped up by the Mystics. Up the floor they push. Alden across the timeline, 3-on-1, kicks in the corner. Bears tail from 3, good.
Well, I tell you what, you can't leave Bears tail open very long. He runs to a spot, he's looking to catch and shoot the basketball. That's what he does best.
Bears tail is averaging 25 points a game.
Wow, and you wouldn't think it, Scott, if you just saw him walking down the ball, you wouldn't think that kid right there averages 25 points a game as a college basketball player. But he's very skilled, he's a finesse player, and he's a little weak in his upper body, but you know, they play an up-tempo type of game, and that plays to his advantage.
Missed opportunity underneath for Mott Community College, and the ball in the rebounding effort was knocked out of play. Bismarck State will inbound it far away from home. Up the floor they come. Bears tail with the basketball. On the cross court, gives to Alden. Alden down deep into the corner, a three on the way, and it is no good for Shaw. Rebound on the floor, and they give it up the floor for Evans. His jumper, no good for Mott Community College. Rebound underneath, and they're going to pull it back out to the left-hand side where Dotson is going to continue control. Upstairs they work to Chambers. Chambers to the left-hand side. Jumper by Dotson is good.
Nice rotation there by Dotson. Great shooter.
21-18, the lead belongs to Bismarck State. And in between the circles, they lob down low off the glass, trying to pick it up. Underneath was Barnes, and instead it's stripped away by the Bears. Up the floor they go. Evans with a one-hander won't go, and the rebound scooped up by the Mystics. They'll push across the midcourt stripe. Bears tail into the forecourt. Stops, now looks around. Gives it outside to Barnes. Barnes up top to Bears tail. Bears tail down on the baseline. Stops and looks around. Feeds in the middle of the floor to Shaw. Shaw at the free throw line, pulls up, shoots and scores. Down the floor, Mott in a hurry. Evans on the drive, missed the shot, and he's fouled. And that foul is going to be on Jacob Shaw.
Scott, I'm going to ask you a question that I know the answer to, but I want to see how smart you are. Are any one of these two teams shy or bashful about shooting a basketball?
Not a bit.
Not a bit. I tell you what, we might as well just save. If Mr. Shockey wants to save the college some money for this national tournament, for this game, just turn off the shot clock because we don't need it for the next probably hour and a half or so.
That is very true. Alonzo Evans makes his first free throw. He's got 6 points, and Steve Schmidt is going to the bench en masse.
You have more substitutions for Mott. They're going to, again, depth and strength. Mott has an extreme amount of depth on the team, and they're going to use every player, it looks like, today.
Evans at the line. Second one on the way is up and good. Evans with 7 points.
More pressure by Mott. Bismarck State handles it correctly.
Bears tail from three, and he's got it. 11 points for Wiley Bears tail. Quickly up the floor. Mott with the ball on the outlet. They give underneath, and the bucket is good by Minifield. He's got 4. 24-22. Bismarck State with the lead to the left-hand side. Alden with the basketball. Looks down low. Gives to Shaw. Shaw in the paint. Tosses it up. Off the front of the rim. No good. We've got a rebounding foul on Shaw.
Bears tail was wide open over in the right corner, and the Bismarck State team, they weren't able to see him, but he was totally unguarded over here in the right corner where he just hit 2 3-pointers. So he's clearly probably the best three-point threat that Bismarck State has today.
24-22. Mott with the ball. They trail by a bucket and a foul inside as Rice tried to go up with it. And that foul is going to be called on Cameron Barnes. It'll be his first. Troy, one of the human interest stories of this tournament has been from Mott Community College, where they had an All-American 2 years ago by the name of Dan Lawson, a kid that Steve Schmidt kind of took under his wing and brought him into prominence at Mott Community College. After he left Mott, he went to play at Oklahoma State University, and this year, after redshirting last year, was a member of the team's personnel who died in a plane crash. And because of that, the Bears are wearing DL number 3 on their jerseys in honor of his All-American seasons at Mott Community College.
Right, and you know that's a tribute to that young man and what he meant to that community college, and that's what happens at the community college level, and that's why I'm a big favor of the community college style of basketball and the type of relationships you can have with young men at the community college level. It just seems like you take a kid when he's at one stage of his life at the community college level, and in 2 years they're in a totally different spot. They're looking, you know, maybe they're real kind of negative or whatever about college coming in because they haven't had a lot of success, and then you have a lot of tutors for those kids, for their classes. You have the self-help. maybe somebody, a professor in the writing center or whatever, and you get a strong relationship with that kid, and you see where you can place them and how far they can come as a player and as a student and as a person. And I'm sure that's, you know, that not only was the death of Daniel Lawson a blow to the Mott Community College basketball family, but to Mott Community College in general.
Austin for Bismarck State was able to come down the floor, get a bucket, and add a free throw with the hoop in the arm. He's got 7. Mott couldn't come up with an offensive putback at the other end, but the Mystics do him a favor and throw it away on this end. So Mott Community College, with 10:33 left to go here in the first half and trailing 27-24, has the ball and they'll bring it up the floor. They give to Chavers. Chavers on the left-hand side, works down low. Minifield turns, shoots, and offensive rebounding is going to be called, or rather offensive goaltending is going to be called on Lamar Rice, who went up and touched the ball while it was on the rim.
Yeah, you got to stay off of it when you got to stay off the ball when it's on the cylinder like that. I've just got to think that even though Mott's down 3 at this point with 10 minutes left in the first half, this pace favors Mott.
Alden with the basketball for the Mystics of Bismarck State, and we've got a foul away from the basketball. This is going to be down low, and the foul that's going to be issued to the Mystics. It'll be on Jacob Shaw, and that'll be his 3rd. The 5th against Buster Gillis's team. 10:05 left to go here in the first half, 27-24.
Well, I tell you, Michigan State, you know, they're known last year as the Flintstones because they had 3 or 4 kids from Flint. They don't have anything on Mott Community College, Scott. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 8 guys. You know, these are the Flintstones right here. I don't know, Barney, Rubble, Fred.
Here's a turnaround. Minifield can't get it to go, and the Mystics with the basketball across the midcourt stripe. Alden rolls to the left-hand side. In between the circles. Dumps it to Bearstail. Bearstail will drive into the paint, pulls up, shoots. Missed it, rebound, fought for inside, picked up by the Mystics. They give down underneath to Pope, and the ball went off the top of the backboard, and therefore it'll belong to Mott Community College.
Yeah, that shot went about 17 feet up in the air and actually was shot over the top of the backboard there and hit the secure strap.
Out to the left side, they'll work it back up top. Chavers with the 3, missed it in the rebound. Underneath by Barnes, but it was almost stolen away outside by Harris. He couldn't come up with the ball.
Yeah, number 50 for Bismarck State's got to get the rebound there, the defensive board, get the ball chinned and get an outlet. And if the outlet's guarded, he's got to take a dribble and hand it off, be a football quarterback and stick it in the gut of the point guard for Bismarck State. You can't, in championship play, you can't make that errant pass and have a potential turnover.
27-24. Mystics with the ball and a 3-point lead. Alden to the right-hand side. Dribbles now into the middle of the floor. Has the ball knocked out of his hands. He comes up with it, throws it off the backboard, and the ball is picked off by Mott. They'll throw it away back to Alden. Alden takes it in the middle of the floor, stops, and he's going to be called for the offensive charge.
That's a good call. He pushed off with his left hand there going right. Alden is having a little bit of trouble with the Mott pressure. Mott's able to pressure him and keep him going left. When he's going right, he's okay, but he looks like he's a little uncomfortable going left right now.
8:50 left to go here in the first half. 27-24. The 3-point lead belongs to Bismarck State. Mott with the ball out on the left-hand side. Evans to the top of the key. They work to Chavers. Back to Evans. Evans beyond the perimeter to Chavers, right-hand side, into the hands of Harris. He'll drive, miss the shot, rebound, scooped up by Bismarck State, and here they come to the left-hand side of the floor. Alden with the ball, out beyond the arc. He'll fire the 3. It is good, and we'll see now whether the whistle came before or after the shot, and that's what the Stripes are going to talk about. The whistle was away from the basketball. They're going to count the bucket, and the foul is going to be called underneath on Mott Community College.
Scott, that's an atrocious call. I'm sorry. There was a foul there, and there was some contact going through the defender was trying to get through the ball screen, and the Bismarck State player shot the ball clearly after the whistle, clearly after the contact. That 3-point shot should definitely not have carried.
So now going to it shouldn't be a 1-and-1, should it? I think they had the wrong team in the bonus. Now they'll correct it. Bismarck
Okay.
State will inbound the basketball. It's Mott Community College that's in the bonus. All the way up top, the inbound to Bearstail. He'll shoot a three. Good!
Scott, that was from another. That might have been from Champaign County.
That's a 6-point play. Back-to-back trays, and now Mott will try to counter. It's good! Rashid Johnson with his first three.
Bearstail hit that three-pointer from at least 24, 25 feet.
33-27. Bismarck State with the ball in the lead. Alden with the leaner, and he gets it to go. He's got 10. 8-point lead. Mott with the ball. They trail. Dotson in the paint. Partially blocked. The rebound by Alden. Feeds it up the floor. Bearstail one-on-one with Johnson, and the layup is good. Bearstail with 16 points, and Steve Schmidt wants a timeout. 37-27, a 10-point lead for Bismarck State. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. (37-27), the 10-point lead for Bismarck State, and he's not the best color man in the business because he knows anything.
That's no kidding, Scott. I tell you what, I thought that this pace of the game was really going to favor Mott, but as of right now, Bismarck State's, they're the team being the aggressor, and they're pushing the ball, and they're getting the transition baskets and the wide open contested threes. So, I'm gonna have to eat crow on that comment.
Humphreys gets the bucket for Mott. He's got his first two, and the Bears are down by 8. They work it through Bismarck State underneath. The fadeaway jumper is good by Quinn Austin, and he's got 9.
Tough shot. Tough fadeaway left-handed pull-up shot.
39-29. Mott with the ball. They trail. 6:50 left to go here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, Dick Shockey will be our guest, the tournament chair. Out to the right-hand side, a three on the way, and it won't go for the Bears. Underneath, they get their own rebound. Johnson to Evans, and the layup is no good. Rebound fought for, picked up inside. Allen, turnaround jumper, it won't go. Allen with his own rebound, doesn't fall. This time the ball is going to be handled by Pope, and we've got some tangled arms down underneath.
Looked like Pope got a defensive board there, and I think it looks like he got put in a half Nelson when he came down with the rebound. That could have been a felony in some states.
Law enforcement standing by here at the Mary Miller Gymnasium. Mystics up by 10. This game could get rough. Alden on the drive into the paint, tosses it up, misses the shot, and the rebound by Mott. Dotson with the ball. He'll push it across the timeline to the right-hand side, kicks in the corner. With the fake and the travel is going to be Johnson. 6:14 to play here in the first half. By the way, we want to thank those of you listening along our network. In just a moment, we'll give an opportunity for you to identify yourselves. Our flagship station, 1490 WDAN out of Danville, Illinois. Insight Communications here locally on the Danville Cable Network. Here's a dunk inside by Barnes. And the dunk-o-meter has been raised to a 9 with his first 2 points of the game.
I hope Coach Spage and Mr. Shockey have an extra bank board or two somewhere in the back storage area, because that bank board almost got broken in half by Barnes, number 50 for Bismarck State.
Johnson misses the three. They get the rebound. The putback inside, good by Humphreys. He's got his 4th point of the ball game. Richard Donahue has indeed secured extra rims and a backboard just in case that happens. Boy, we get Barnes hanging around. Here's an alley-oop intended for Bearstail, and it bangs off the glass, and we've got a foul up top on Evans.
Can Bearstail dunk that ball from there, you think? I mean, he can't be bigger than, what, 5'10", 5'11", maybe?
I thought he was their three-point specialist. If they're alley-ooping the ball to him, what are they going to do down underneath the Barnes?
They've done that twice now, and the same result. They've thrown the thing off the bankboard about 90 miles an hour.
Alden across midcourt to the left-hand side. Feeds in the corner. On the lob to Pope. Pope in the paint, spins. First outside, now inside. They give to Barnes. Barnes threw it away. On the outlet, they'll push up the floor. Into the hands of Dotson. Dotson 1-on-2. Goes to the hole. Gets the bucket, and he's going to be fouled.
Now, Scott, I'll just tell you right now, that's a perfect example of Barnes not wanting to make the athletic play. He's clearly the best athlete on the court. He's 6'8", 6'9", very long. He just got a nice dunk a minute ago. He got in 6 feet, and he tried to make a pass opposed to going up and making a play. And then he ran the court, and he didn't jump and try to block the shot. He tried to get in front for the charge, and he just, let number 11 here, Dotson, get a shot up.
And the free throw by Dotson is good. He's got 6, 41-34, 7-point lead for Bismarck State, and we've got a foul up top as Chavers thought he had a clean steal. That'll be the first on Chavers. That's number 6 on the Bears of Mott Community College. 30-3 on the season, while Bismarck State's 20-11.
Mott's only lost to 2 Division II community colleges all year. Grand Rapids up from Michigan, and then Alpena Community College. So their other loss is to a Schoolcraft, a Division I school in Michigan.
Alden at the line, and he misses his front end of the 1-and-1, and the rebound by the Bears. They come up the floor down by 7 to the right-hand side. They kick to Dotson. Dotson upstairs and around the perimeter to the left-hand side, top of the key. Jumper on the way by Harris. It won't go. Rebound fought for inside, scooped up by Bears tail, and here they come. The Mystics across mid-floor. On the lob in the corner to Pope, and it's batted out of play. Last touch by Allen. It'll come back to the Mystics over on the left-hand side of the forecourt. 4:41 left to go here in the first half. 41-34. The lead belongs to Bismarck State, and they'll inbound on the left-hand side. Alden brings it up top. Austin around the perimeter. Gives it down deep in the corner to Barnes. Barnes up top. Works to Alden. Alden underneath. Wide open for the layup is Austin, and he's got 11.
That was a great back screen on the weak side, like a little flex cut to get an uncontested layup.
Down on the baseline with the drive. Chavers is going to be fouled, and that foul will be on Carl Pope. That'll be his first. The winner of this game will face Community College of Beaver County tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, while the loser will meet up with Erie Community College tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. First free throw by Chavers is good. He's got 7. Humphreys with 4. Minifield with 4. Evans with 7. Dotson with 6. Johnson with 3. And Rice with 2. Second one no good. Rebound put back on the way by Humphreys, and it's good. Humphreys with 6. And it's a 6-point ball game. The Mystics up on top with the basketball. Upstairs, a foul is going to be called on Chavers, and that'll be his second. Buster Gillis was calling for that foul as they were bumping and shoving all the way down the floor.
Yeah, number 32, Chavers, he's got to, again, like the first game, you got to learn to push the card as far as you can and not foul. You can push the card as far as you can, but then when you think it's going to get a foul, you need to back off, and he clearly didn't do that. He went for the extra contact there, and that resulted in the foul. And that is his second foul. Well, and Bismarck may want to go right at him because he seems to be the catalyst for this team offensively right now.
First free throw, and now the second one by Alden is good. He's got 12 points. 45-37, the lead by Bismarck State. Mott Community College with the basketball into the paint. They dump down low and throw it away, but fortunately for the Bears, Pope touched it down underneath. It'll come back to the Bears underneath their own cave with 3:58 to play here in the first half. On the inbound, it comes all the way up top to Harris. Harris to the left-hand side, Chavers. Chavers had the ball knocked out of his hands, and it's picked off by the Mystics of Bismarck State. Alden across the timeline to the left-hand side. Dribbles back to the right. Down near the baseline, pulls out beyond the arc, feeds it inside. The jumper on the way, won't fall for Austin, but he's fouled, and he'll head to the line.
Austin's one of those crafty left-handers, Scott. He's undersized, looks like he doesn't weigh enough, looks like he's not quite athletic enough, but he's crafty and he's left-handed, and those left-handed guys, you're always a half-second late, it seems like, when you go up to block a shot, and thus drawing the foul, and now he's going to go to the line here and shoot two.
At the line, Austin will try to add to his 11 points. Shaw with 2, Kajanwe with 2, Barnes with 2, Alden with 12, and Bearstail with 16.
Did you say 16? Did you say 16? Bearstail has 16?
Bearstail has 16 points already.
With 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. I tell you what, somebody's going to have to guard him because he's a good player.
That's why you're a coach, Troy Noble. You're able to look into the subtleties of the game.
Hey, nothing gets by me.
Second free throw, no good. Neither were, and up the floor come the Bears to the left-hand side. They're going to work up top. Rulon Harris. Harris drives into the paint, stripped away, loose on the floor, but Evans is going to track it down near midcourt to the top of the key. Now he'll lean in, shoots, and missed it. Rebound picked up by Evans. Evans out beyond the arc, dumps it up top, and a travel is going to be called by, or rather on, Rulon Harris. We're glad to have Troy Noble along with us on our broadcast team this year, the head coach at Parkland College over in Champaign, Illinois, a member of Division II NJCAA basketball and Region 24 play. Here's a three by Alden, no good. Rebound underneath by Barnes. His shot is up and good.
Now see, that's the type of play Barnes should have made a couple minutes ago when he got that post touch. He just caught it, he got the ball chinned and went right up vertically and made an athletic play, which is what he can do.
Across the top, Evans with a three. It is short off the front of the rim. Rebound fought for inside, and we've got a whistle. And this is going to be a foul against Bismarck State on Quinn Austin, his first. The ninth against Buster Gillis' squad. And going to the line will be Derek Minifield. 4 points for him, and he looks to add to it. Free throw on the way is up and no good off the back of the rim. Coming up tonight, we've got 2 more games out here at the Mary Miller Complex on the campus of Danville Area Community College. That will include Johnson County against Rhode Island in the 6 p.m. game, and Aiken Technical College against St. Louis Community College Flow Valley at 8 o'clock. Great opportunity for people to come out and watch some Super Basketball here this evening. $5 for a session ticket, $20 for a tournament pass. Second free throw is good for Chavers, and up the floor come Bismarck State. Missed opportunity inside. They'll kick it out to Bearstail from 3, and it's good.
Well, I tell you what, Bearstail's shooting range is about 1 step outside of the gym. He doesn't even get inside the gym. There's another 24, 25-footer he's knocked down.
Here's a 3. It's good by Rashid Johnson, and he's got 6. 50-41. Bismarck State with the lead. Bearstail 3. Missed it, and he's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Scott, I don't know if you noticed that in transition, but number 22, Patrick Alden, he got the outlet there at midcourt and tossed the ball behind his head with 2 hands up the sideline to Bearstail for a 3, and then he got fouled. These kids must have been playing together for a while to be able to know where they're going to be at all times like that. Now Bearstail's going to the line for 3 uncontested free throws. I'm sure he's a good free throw shooter.
Bearstail misses his first one. He's too close.
That must be what it is. Back up a little bit.
50-41, the lead by Bismarck State with 2:12 to go in the first half.
Wow. 0 for 2.
But he's 0 for 2 in his 3 attempts here at the line.
See what he shoots here. I'm going to go through your big program you put together for us.
Third free throw on the way. This one is up. It is good. Wiley Bearstail with 20 points. Out to the right-hand side. Mott works the ball. Johnson on the drive. Inside. The hop, the skip, the jump. The shot no good. And the rebound scooped up by Barnes. Onto the outlet, Alden, he'll shoot the three, no. Kicks in the corner, Pope wants the three. He's off the mark, rebound inside, Barnes, layup, good.
Barnes again doing what he does best, go to the offensive glass, go up and finish strong.
53-41, Mystics with the 12-point lead. Out to the left-hand side, Bears ball. They give to Johnson. Johnson beyond the arc, feeds it to the right-hand side. Evans from three, missed it off the back iron, and the rebound by the Mystics. On the outlet, they give to Bearstail. Bearstail throws it away, scooped up by Evans. On the dunk, he gets it to go. Well, that was probably a good 8 on the dunkometer. That one wasn't bad.
No, that was not bad at all. He got it nice and cocked and put his hand down and threw it down real hard. Bankboard moved a little bit. That was nice.
Dick Shockey behind us, our halftime guest. He's sweating a little bit. He saw the backboard rattle. He's counting the pennies. On the alley-oop, down underneath, they try to go to Bearstail, and 3 times now they've missed it. Mott with the ball up the floor, throws it away. Alden will push, 3-on-1. On the give to Pope, and the layup blocked. Rebound underneath, knocked out of play, and it belongs to Bismarck State. .107 left to go here in the half. What a half this has been. 53-43.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
I don't know about you, Coach, but I'm not physically in shape enough to play a contest like this.
No, the Bismarck State players, they had on that out-of-bounds play, they had 3 kids with their hands on their knees. They're gassed.
Down the floor, Mott with a steal. They push it into the hands of Humphreys, who gets the layup, and he's going to be fouled. That foul is on Carl Pope. Humphreys gets the bucket. He's got 8, and he's going to the line to try to add the old-fashioned three-point play. 1:02 left to go here in the first half.
You know, one thing we spoke about was free throw shooting, Scott, and Bismarck State is 70.4% as a team. So if this is close down the stretch, you know they're going to have confidence going to that charity stripe.
Humphreys missed the free throw. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Dotson. Dotson to Humphreys, and the layup no good, but he's going to be fouled, and he's going to the line.
What we're seeing now is Mott's going to the offensive glass. They're getting more shot attempts than Bismarck State is, and Mott's depth is starting to show a little bit already with just under a minute left in the first half.
Well, and Buster Gillis now looks at his big man in the middle, Cameron Barnes, with 3 personals.
Yeah.
Humphreys at the line. He's got 8. Chavers with 7. Minifield with 5. Evans with 9. Dotson with 6. And the first free throw's no good. Johnson with 6 and Rice with 2. And that'll put Humphreys at the line for a second effort. 53-45, the lead by Bismarck State. Second free throw is good. Humphreys with 9. 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. Mystics with the ball. Alden stops in the paint, and it's stolen away. With the steal, Humphreys. Humphreys up the floor, throws it away to Alden. Coming up with it is Evans. Evans with a spin move inside. Fouled by Evans. No, he traveled. Boy, how many times did the ball change hands there?
I don't know, but here it goes again, all the way down to Pope.
Pope wide open, lead, shoots, blocked away. Rebound, put back, block. Pope again with a third effort, blocked, and this time Mott with the rebound. And up the floor, we got a blocking call. This is going to be on Quinn Austin.
Mott was kind of surprised there on the quick inbounds by Alden. Threw it 3/4 length of the court like a quarterback, dropping back, and hit Pope, and Pope went in and got his shot blocked twice. And number 32 for Bismarck State, Austin, got his shot blocked once, and then Mott comes down and gets a block call. So this is just up-tempo, 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 back-and-forth basketball.
28 seconds to play here in the first half, 53-46. Man, our last game was 109-103. First free throw is good for Minifield. He's got 6 points. BACC's never seen so many points scored in this gym.
Well, maybe if you take a couple of games from the Jaguars and add them together, you know, I know Coach Spages likes that motion offense. He might want to. You can't X and O this stuff, I don't think. You just got to have guys to get out and go.
Minifield gets the free throw. He's got 7 points, 53-48. the 5-point lead by Bismarck State. 22 seconds to go in the half. To the right-hand side. Alden with the ball, spins in the paint, shoots, scores.
Nice
Alden
move by
with
Alden.
14. Down the floor. On the feed, they work to the left-hand side. Dotson from 3, missed it. Rebound by Mystics with 6, with 5. Bears tail from 3, dumps it inside to Alden, and he's blocked away, and it won't go. And we've completed the first half of play, where Bismarck State leads Mott Community College 55 to 48. Let's take a 2-minute break. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. (55-48) is our halftime score. The lead belongs to Bismarck State. Let's take a look at the individual numbers. First of all, for the Mystics, Wiley Bearstail with 20 points. Patrick Ogden with 14.
Top now are on creativity pick situations with Alden, and we'll try to get Kajal with some deeper post touches. He's got 3 or 4 shots blocked here in the first minute, so we'll see if they make those adjustments, because they're not handling the zone well right now.
You look at the Mystics, and 27% of their buckets have come from 18 feet out or farther. Only 36% deep inside the paint. Meanwhile, compare that to the Bears. 43% come from inside the paint versus 18% outside the arc.
Based on those stats, you would think that Bismarck would be playing the zone and Mott would be playing the man for man, but that's not what we're seeing right now.
Bismarck State with the ball down underneath. It's tapped out of play, and it belongs to the Mystics. And the Mystics will inbound with 18-16 left to go in the game, up by 3. Having some trouble inbounding the ball, and it's going to be stolen away by the Bears. In the backcourt, Chavers had the steal and then had trouble finding somebody to give it to. Now they work it back to Chavers. Left-hand side, jumper on the way. It's no good. Tip no good. Tip no good. Rebound fought for inside. The putback is good, and there's going to be a foul on the play.
Yet another example of Mott's athleticism. Can't afford any team to have 3 and 4 shots at the basket each possession.
Humphreys with 11 points, and now he'll have an opportunity to tie it at 55s after at one time being down, Troy Noble, by 12 points.
Yep.
Boy, it doesn't pay to jump out to a big lead in this tournament.
No, it doesn't. It did in the first game, and it's not kind of looking like the formula now either.
And the free throw is good. And up the floor, Mott's going to steal it away. On the give, to the left-hand side, they work from Evans in the corner. The three on the way, good by Rulon Harris. He's got his first three. The Mystics in the backcourt, having some trouble, almost throw it away. Loose on the floor, coming away with it is Evans. Evans with the drive, the bucket is good, and he's going to be fouled. Everything has turned in favor of the Bears. Evans with 13 points, and he's going to go to the line. One time down by 12. The Bears of Mott Community College are now up by 5. 17:37 to go here in the game, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 60-55, MCC with the lead over Bismarck State. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. At the free throw line, the missed opportunity by the Bears, but they now lead 60-55. Up the floor, the Mystics throw it away. Here they come the Bears to the left-hand side. Quick feed inside to Minifield, and the layup is good. Minifield with 9. 62-55. The lead continues to mount. In the backcourt, Bears tail with the basketball, having some trouble. He's double teamed, throws it in the middle, it's almost picked off. Bears tail gets it, brings it across the timeline. To the top of the key, into the paint, spin, shoots, missed it, gets his own rebound. In the trees, he'll go back up, missed it again. Rebound put back on the third effort by Shaw, and he's going to be fouled, and he'll head to the line.
It looks like Mott has found a three-quarter court press trap situation that is really giving Bismarck State the willies here. It seems like that they haven't had a chance to really attack it and get over this one. It's like what it is. It's a diamond and one three-quarter court press, and it's kind of a soft press. I wouldn't say it's a hard trapping press. It doesn't really, you don't have to commit too much to it. They're packing the middle up pretty well, and they're covering the sidelines with their wing players. That free throw is the first point for the Bismarck State College Mystics here in the second half. They trail 62-56, and this time they are the recipients of a steal. Down in the Mott forecourt, and now the Mystics work it into their forecourt. Alden on the drive, missed the shot, and the rebound scooped up by Mott, and down the floor they come. To the left-hand side, they work inside to Minifield, and the layup is good. Minifield with 11. 64-56. On the lob in the backcourt, Barnes with the ball on the bounce pass to the left-hand side. Gives it into the forecourt, Shaw. Shaw across the top. Bismarck State with the basketball in between the rounds to Alden. Alden to the right-hand side. Pulls up, shoots, and scores. Alden on the lead. He's got 16. A 16-3 run for the Bears of Mott Community College, and as they drive down to the other end of the floor, a foul is going to be whistled, and that's going to come against the Bears on Minifield, and they'll turn over the basketball to Bismarck State. With being aggressive, which Mott is on the offensive board, you've got to be, you got to know when you can push and when you can't. They kind of went over the back there and drew a foul. Bears tail in the backcourt, gives to Alden. Alden in the middle of the floor to Shaw.
Shaw with the basketball. Flips it to Bearstail. Bearstail in the middle. Back out top it comes to Alden. Alden around the perimeter. Now looks to the right-hand side. Dribbles across the top of the arc. On the lob inside. Barnes. Bearstail shoots the three. Got it! 23 for Wiley Bearstail. Mott up the floor in a hurry. They dump inside. Loose ball on the floor. Stripped away. The Mystics have it on the give. Up the floor to Alden, and it's going to be picked off, and the Bears call timeout in the air as Rulon Harris came away with the steal.
Well, there was a nice little possession there by Bismarck State. They went inside out real quick from Wiley Bearstail into Barnes, back out to Bearstail when the defense collapsed, and he got a nice look at the basket for a three-point shot.
I don't care what kind of lead you have, it's never going to be enough when you got people like Bearstail knocking them down. I think that kid shot twice before he got off the bus. I mean, he will shoot from anywhere and makes at least 50% of it.
Right. I think for the year he is shooting 48% from the arc and 81 from the line.
How impressive.
I'll tell you what, Scott, there is a multitude of Division I and Division II coaches here today who would love to be taking Wiley Bearstail with them today for his next 2 years of college.
Well, that's what this tournament's all about, is not only winning it, but also promoting yourself to the next level. And, well, we've seen some outstanding performances so far today. 64-61, Mott with the ball in the lead. They go inside to Rice, outside jumper on the way. Missed opportunity for Allen. Rebound fought for inside, and it's knocked out of play by Rice. It'll come back now to the Mystics.
That was some nice ball movement on the part of Mott Community College that time. They got a nice look. They just didn't get a chance to knock it down.
Off the inbound, Alden will work toe-to-toe against Mr. Dodson. Takes him across the green stripe at mid-floor. Rolls him off to the right-hand side. Dodson tried to cut him off, and Alden may get the bucket and the foul. Count it, and he's going to be fouled by Dodson.
Scott, I think that shot was kind of deflected there off of a Mott Community College player and just happened to fall in. And one thing I probably forgot about, one aspect of this game at the national tournament level, you got to be a little bit lucky. And a little bit of luck is going Bismarck's way right now, as we knock the score up at 64 with 15 minutes left in regulation.
And again, we are knotted up. Here's the jumper outside the paint. Won't go for the Bears. Johnson's three-pointer missed. The rebound by the Mystics. Up the floor, Alden lost the handle. Johnson with the steal. Johnson on the give to Rice, and he's got the dunk.
Well, I hope Mr. Donahue has another bank board, because Mr. Lamar Rice almost just broke another one.
On the dump, down underneath. Here's the layup. Good by Jacob Shaw, and he's got 5. It's tied at 66s with 14:20 left to go on a moving clock here in the second half. To the left-hand side, Johnson with the ball out beyond the arc. Drives down, tosses it inside to Rice. The leaner is good. Rice with 10 points. In the backcourt, some heavy pressure by Johnson before Bearstail could get the ball, and Johnson's going to be whistled for the foul. That'll be number 1 on Mr. Johnson. Well, we want to thank all of the hard-working camera operators who are working along the television network. They do an outstanding job tracking the action. Jonathan Spores, the leader of the pack, and all of his assistants that are working throughout the week, mixing and controlling and filming. Puts on a great show. Quickly up the floor come the Bears on the one-handed reverse. The shot won't go, and Mott gets the rebound. Up the floor they come to the left-hand side, and he traveled. So while underneath the bucket, Messer couldn't get the shot to go. Mott gives it right back to him with the TO.
Yeah, Mott's really, they're not looking to get steals off of this pressure. They're just trying to speed the pace of the game up.
68-66, the advantage belongs to Bismarck State. Correct me, the advantage belongs to Mott. Bismarck State with the basketball. Bearstail out on the right-hand side, gives it down deep in the corner. On the drive, Alden. Alden in the middle to Barnes, and Barnes is going to be fouled. That foul is going to be on Johnson. He's picked up 2 quickies. Coming up tonight, 2 more games on tap. It'll be Johnson County against Rhode Island and Aiken Tech against St. Louis Community College, Flow Valley. Bears tail has the inbound all the way out near the State of Illinois implement mid-floor. Rolls off to the right-hand side on the alley-oop to the left-hand side. Gives the ball to Alden. Alden throws it away. It's picked off by Chavers. Chavers up the floor. Gives in the middle to Dodson in the layup. Blocked away and out of play by Messer, and a foul is going to be called on Messer.
Well, that's something that you rarely see anymore. Messer fouled there, obviously fouled there. And immediately when the foul was called, he raised his hand up to the official scorers table. A long lost art. Probably one of the last times I've seen that is Jamal Wilkes from the Los Angeles Lakers used to raise his hand when the foul was called on him.
And the first free throw by Dodson is good. It's interesting that you brought that up because I was going to make the same comment, Troy Noble. That was when you and I went through the basketball system, especially in the early years, you had to do that.
Right.
And the second one is good. Dodson with 8 points. 70-66, the lead by Mott. 13-12 left to go here in the game. Up the floor, the Mystics work the ball into the forecourt. On the counter to Alden. Alden, left-hand side, looks down low, gives to Bearstail. Bearstail up top, Alden. Alden out beyond the perimeter, takes it into the paint. One-handed toss, in and out, won't go. Rebound underneath, knocked around. And Alden's going to come away with a steal. He'll drive in. The fingertip roll doesn't go, but Shaw's putback does. And he's got 7.
Mott's made an adjustment with their man-to-man defense. They're not playing a man anymore. They're playing a half-court diamond and one. They're putting the one defender on Bearstail and trying to make the other players for Bismarck State beat him.
Dodson with a 3, missed it. Rebound scooped up by the Mystics. Out to the right-hand side they go. Across the midcourt stripe. Shaw into the forecourt. Stops now, looks for help. Finds Bearstail. Bearstail and Alden were standing right next to each other. 70-68, Mott with the lead. Bismarck State trying to counter. The dump down underneath to Shaw. He stops, fakes, and stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Well, the crowd's thinned out a bit here at the Mary Miller Complex, where we are hitting right around dinner time. Appreciate those of you still joining us along the radio and television network. Here's the give down underneath for Mott, and the layup by Allen is good. He's got his first 2.
It was a nice deep post touch. Got 2 feet in the paint, went up strong, and very aggressive to the basket.
Wide open underneath. Barnes blocked away by Rice, and Mott has the ball. Johnson coast to coast, stops, pop, scores. Johnson with 8. Barnes was so wide open until Rice was alert enough to see the opening and get down to block the shot. On the give, down underneath. Down underneath, the foul is going to be whistled, and this foul is going to be on Brian Allen. It'll be his second. As the Mystics tried to work the ball inside the paint. 74-68, the lead by Mott Community College. Bismarck State at one time up by 12. Mott's biggest lead has been 8. And Barnes at the stripe. First one on the way is good. A couple of substitutions for Steve Schmidt as Humphreys and Chavers, or correct me, Harris will check into the lineup. Chavers and Allen will come out of the lineup. And Barnes' second free throw, no good. Rebound by Mott Community College. On the outlet, they give to Johnson. Johnson around the perimeter, drives the baseline, feeds inside. Rice with the dunk.
Super athletic play by Rice. I tell you what, he's by far the best athlete we've seen in the first 2 games.
Here's a jumper good by Shaw. He's got 9 points.
Would you agree with that, Scott? He's the best athlete we've seen in the first game or this game.
I think I'd agree with you. Overall athlete. Here's a jumper by Dodson, in and out, won't go. The tip, scooped up by Bearstail, but knocked out of his hands. It goes to Dodson. Dodson comes inside, and the layup is good.
Beautiful, behind the right ear pass, not even looking. Unbelievable to an uncontested layup.
Humphreys with his 14th point of the game, 78-71. The lead belongs to Mott Community College. Bears tail from 40 feet out, missed it. Rebound by Mott, up the floor they come. On the give, off the glass, and the dunk is good by Rice.
Another dunk by Rice. It's not minute Rice.
14 points for him. Bismarck State up the floor, trying to get the timeout, and they will. 10:25 left to go in the game, 80-71. The lead belongs to Mott Community College. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. (80-71). The lead belongs to Mott Community College. 10:25 left to go in the game. For those of you listening on WDAN radio, catch you at DAC. The show with Laura Williams will be on immediately following our matchups here at the college. Out to the left-hand side, Bismarck State with the basketball. They trail by 9, 80-71. Off to the right-hand side, they feed. Shaw will give to Bearstail. Bearstail has it stripped away. Johnson with the steal, and Bearstail is going to be called for the foul.
I think what we're seeing, Scott, is the depth of Mott Community College is really starting to take a hold of this game. They've got a 9-point lead with 10 minutes left, and they're on a nice run here. Just 4 or 5 minutes ago, Bismarck State had the lead, and I've forgotten that.
Mott with the ball in between the rounds. Kicks off right-hand side. Johnson from 3. Missed it off the back of the rim, and a rebounding foul up over the back is going to be called on Humphreys. That'll be his second. 9:56 to go, and a 9-point lead by the Bears. Winner of this game takes on Community College of Beaver County, and if anything needed to wake Mark Javens up over on the sidelines, that last little pass off the glass and the dunk by Rice would have done it.
Yeah, that was definitely something off of a highlight film, something maybe the Harlem Globetrotters might do on a daily basis. You don't expect that too much at the national tournament in junior college.
Yeah, we keep telling people around here, you have no idea the caliber of athlete we're talking about, and that was a great example. Missed free throw by the Mystics, and up the floor come the Bears to the left-hand side. They'll work up top Dotson. Dotson at the free throw line. Dribbles out of traffic. Now brings it up in between the rounds to the left-hand side. Kicks underneath. On the drive. The bucket is good, and he's going to be fouled. Evans with the bucket. He's got his 15th point, and he's going to go to the line. That foul was against Jacob Shaw. That's his 4th.
That was a great pass by Dotson on penetration. He really dropped off a nice dime there. So for number 12, Evans to get the finish and the and one as he goes to the line here with an 11-point lead.
Evans will try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. And the free throw by Evans is up, and it is good. Evans with 16. 83-71. The lead belongs to Mott Community College. Bismarck State out on the right, gives in the middle to Bears tail, and it's stripped away by Evans. Evans out on the left-hand side, and the Bears get the ball back. Gives it to Dotson. Dotson rolls between the rounds, top of the key, shoots the 3, missed it off the back of the rim. Rebound tapped to Johnson. Johnson will take it into the lane, lost the handle, but he's going to be fouled.
Scott, I was just given some information by a Mott Community College employee that Lonzo Evans, has the most three-point plays, the traditional field goal and free throw, than any other player in the history of Mott Community College men's basketball. And that doesn't surprise me because I think he's got at least 2 and maybe 3 today.
The foul on Cameron Barnes is his 4th for Buster Gillis. And at the line, Johnson's able to creep the first one over the front of the rim and through the net. He's got 9, looking for double digits. It's up, and it is good, and Mott has a 14-point lead. Mystics with the ball, throws it in the middle of the floor, picked off by the Bears, up the floor, they give to Evans, and he missed the layup, but the Mystics lose it out of bounds, trying to come away with a rebound.
It was a super athletic move by Evans, just wasn't able to get the roll there.
And Buster Gillis wants a timeout. This will be a 30. We'll keep it here with 9:04 left to go in the game. 85-71, the 14-point lead for Mott Community College, and that was after, Troy, at one time the Mystics had a 12-point lead.
Right, and if at halftime it was 55-48 in favor of Bismarck. So they've been outscored. I'm not a math major, but let me do this. It looks like a 37-16 run. Is that right? Am I right? Is that right?
Now that seems right. Putting your math together, 85. Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah.
You learned something in school.
I guess it was that DACC education coming through, baby. I tell you what.
Nothing like a couple of years at a junior college to get you mentally ready for the next 2 years.
Well, I was actually talking about mentally ready for this tournament. No, I'm not.
9:04 left to play here in this one. 85-71. Mott Community College with the lead. Evans on the inbound, all the way up top to Johnson. Johnson toe-to-toe with Alden. Gives it to Dotson. Dotson between the circles. Eyes the left, comes to the right. Johnson fakes the 3, gives in the middle of the floor to Humphreys. Humphreys back out top. Dotson, Evans, Dotson, Johnson. Johnson looks down low, gives it on the bounce pass inside Minifield, turns, shoots, missed it. Rebound, fought for inside, lost out of play, and the last to touch it was Barnes. It'll come back to Mott underneath their own. For those of you listening locally or watching it on the local cable access channel, don't forget, here's the alley-oop, and the ball's going to be batted away. Bismarck State with the steal, and they throw it away to Johnson. Johnson with a feed inside, intended for Evans, and it's knocked away, loose on the floor, and we've got bodies everywhere.
Is that 2nd and 10, Scott, on the tackle at midcourt?
Oh, as long as there's no penalties, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. Boy, that was a heck of a jump there by Evans on that out-of-bounds play. I think he's about, 6'1", maybe 6'2", extremely athletic. He had both elbows on top of the rim there, and there was an errant pass.
What I had started to say earlier was that for those of you watching or listening along locally, come on out tonight. We got 2 more great games in store for you. Again, $5 for your session pass this evening. Johnson County against Rhode Island, Aiken against St. Louis. And the free throw is missed. Mott up the floor, and they throw it away. Intended for Minifield inside. Last night at the opening banquet, the keynote speaker was Landon Turner, who played at the Indiana University under Bobby Knight. And his speech was all about living life to the fullest and diving after every ball. That's both on the floor as well as in life. And these 2 teams took that speech to heart. Alden out to the right-hand side with the drive in the paint. Stops, pops, missed it. Rebound, tapped away, loose on the floor. Bears tail. He'll shoot the 3. Count it.
He hasn't had very many opportunities to shoot the ball this half, Scott. But when he has, he is 2 for 2.
85-74, the lead by Mott. 8 minutes left to go here in the game. To the right side, Rice will try to counter with a 3. In and out, it won't go. Rebound, scooped up by Bismarck State. Pope with the board, gives to Alden. Alden across the timeline, top of the key, fakes the 3. Gives to Pope. Pope to the left-hand side. On the lob down low, they work from Austin underneath to Barnes. He'll feed to Pope, and the layup is good.
That was a nice back cut by Pope, a nice pass by Barnes.
85-76, Mott leads, and we've got a timeout by Steve Schmidt. It's a full, we'll take it, 7:31 to go. 85-76, the lead belongs to Mott Community College. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network.
Scott, I was just given some information by the same SID at Mott Community
85-76, the lead belongs to Mott. Bismarck State steals the ball away from the Bears. Bears tail from three, in and out, won't go, and the rebound by Rice for Mott. He's going to be triple teamed, and the whistle will be a timeout by Mott Community College. I don't think they have any 30s left, so it'll have to be a full. 7:12 left to go here in the matchup.
Scott, the Bears of Mott Community College this year, when they score 90 points or more, here's an interesting statistic. They are 16-1. With 7 minutes left, they're up 85-76. So they're 16-1 when they score 90 points. So they're 5 points away here from securing a pretty good hold on a win here.
I can't believe they scored 90 points or more 17 times in a year.
Yeah, well, they're average in rounding. There's 26 when they score 80 points in 26 games. They're averaging 92.3 points per game, which is second best in the nation in scoring. And 9 of those games were in 100 points or more.
Unbelievable. 85-76, the lead by the Bears of Mott Community College. That's some offense, Coach.
You're not lying. That's up and down the court. That's putting the ball in the basket a lot.
I wouldn't have wanted to be the defensive coach, though, the game that they scored the 90 points and still lost. Mott with the basketball. They work it in the middle of the floor. Holding it high above his head is Allen, and he's going to get called for 3 seconds in the lane. Don't forget, coming up, for those of you listening on WDAN, right after this game, we've got Catch You at DAC. Laura Williams will be on the air prior to our 6 o'clock start. And Bismarck State's going to be called for over and back. They had finally gotten the ball across the midcourt stripe, but Bearstail, trying to get it to Alden, threw it away.
It's a little early for Mott to put this thing in the freezer. They need to keep attacking, stay aggressive. They're up 9. They just need to get a good look at each possession, and they'll be fine here to finish the game.
Here's a lob down low. Rice with the layup, and he scores. He's got 16.
You don't get much better look than that.
And the Mystics throw it away.
Rice from 2 feet laying it in. That's a pretty nice look every time.
6:29 left to go here in the game. 87-76. The advantage belongs to the Gold and Black Bears of Mott Community College. Across the midcourt stripe. To the right-hand side. Harris out beyond the perimeter. Feeds to the top Evans. Evans back to Harris. Harris up near the State of Illinois emblem. Now drives into the paint. Pulls out, shoots. Missed it off the back of the rim. Rebound stripped away by the Mystics. On the feed from Bearstail to Alden, and the layup is good. He's got 21.
Alden and Bearstails are fantastic together. They know right where each other is at all times on the court. You can tell they played a lot of basketball together in the last 2 years.
Harris to Evans, down underneath to Allen. He turns, shoots, missed it, going for his own rebound. Can't come up with it. Barnes with the board for Bismarck State. They take it across the timeline to the top of the key, over to the left-hand side. Alden stops, feeds to Pope. He'll shoot the three. Off the side of the rim, too far. Rebound, fought for, picked up by Barnes. Barnes across the top, gives to Pope. His jumper is good. A three for Carl Pope, and he's got 5.
Scott, we've got a 6-point game. 5.5 minutes left.
Well, that's one of these games that unless you're looking at the scoreboard, you think, boy, Mott's really in control of this. But what you forget is the 26 points by Bearstail and the couple of threes that they've been able to put down as of late, including that last one by Pope. That will get you back into a game in a hurry, Coach.
Right.
To the left-hand side, Mott with the ball, up by 6, 5:20 to go in the game. Dotson in the paint, feeds to the right-hand side. Harris back in the middle to Rice. He turns, shoots, scores, and he's got his 18th. And the Mystics slow down the pace a bit, stopping and feeding in the middle of the floor. They work to the left-hand side. Austin in the corner. Pope from 3, missed the shot. Rebound picked up by Rice and up the floor. Here comes Mott. On the give, they work to Evans. Evans, spin move in the lane, one-hander, and it won't go. Rebound underneath by Pope. Pope will push to the right-hand side across the timeline. Now stops, gives in the middle to Austin. Austin takes it into the lane. Fakes, shoots, missed it, but he's fouled. And that foul is going to be on Rulon Harris. It'll be his 3rd.
That was a nice take by 32. Get the clock stopped here, go to the free throw line, and score with the clock stopped with 4:43 left.
These guys have got some hang time, don't they?
Definitely. I feel like I ought to work at an airport doing this game.
Some of these guys are getting frequent flyer miles. 89-82, the lead by Mott Community College, but at the line, Austin knocks his first one down. Second one is good as well. He's got 13. Off to the left-hand side, Mott with the ball, lead at 6. 4:35 to go in the game. Middle of the court, they work to Harris. Harris to the left-hand side, Evans. Evans on the cross-court feed, gives the ball. Dotson now in the middle to Harris. He'll pull up, shoot, scores!
Nifty move, split the 2-3, the top of the 2-3 zone. Harris split it and got a nice little 10-footer to fall.
In the middle, the ball is going to be stolen. Harris with the steal, coast to coast, and the layup is good. Harris with his 7th point, 93-83, back to a 10-point lead. Mystics, they trail with the ball. Bearstail into the forecourt, Alden. Alden to the left-hand side, quick feed in the corner. Pope from 3, missed it off the back of the rim. Rebound by Shaw, back up top, Bearstail, fakes the 3, shoots the 3, scores the 3.
Holy cow, can this kid shoot the basketball?
93-86 to the left-hand side. Dotson with the ball, holds, now gives up top. Harris to the right-hand side, Evans. Evans beyond the arc, back in the middle to Harris. Harris fakes, now drives to the free throw line, kicks to Rice, jumper, good. Oh, off the front of the rim, it won't fall. Boy, that did everything but go through the bucket. Here's Bearstail out on the left-hand side of the fast break for Bismarck State. Gives to Pope on the right, 3 on the way, and it won't go. 2 Mystics going after the ball, and neither one came up with it.
Mott's inability to shoot the basketball from outside of 10 feet is really limiting what Bismarck State has to cover defensively. And what we're seeing is that Bismarck's being able to get the ball out and get into an up-tempo game, which is really kind of, I think, to their advantage because then Mott can't get their defense set up.
Mott lobs the ball down low, and they throw it away, and a whistle's going to be called. I think this is going to be against Bismarck State. So what could have been a turnover now reverts back into the hands of the Bears. Real interesting story. Jody O'Hara, who is a sports reporter for the Flint Journal, has made the trip here to Danville. And he wrote a real interesting article for his newspaper back in Michigan, comparing Michigan State going to the NCAA tournament and Mott Community College coming to the NJCAA tournament, and the differences in obviously media hype and number of fans and what kind of coverage it gets back home. One of the interesting things was at the end of the story they were talking about the mascots, and I guess the Bears have a great Bear mascot. He asked Coach Schmidt for a ride to a game one night, and as they were going to the game, Coach Schmidt said to the mascot, "So do you think Tom Izzo gives Sparty a ride to the game?" And the guy was quick enough to come back and said, "Yes, he does, Coach, and he also takes him out for breakfast." Michigan State with the, or rather Bismarck State with the ball to the right-hand side on the baseline drive. Alden with the shove, gives to Barnes up top. works it in the middle of the floor. Bears tail stripped away, but a foul is going to be called.
Yeah, that was a good decision. Good shot, fake jab step there by Bears tail to draw the foul and the three-point shot.
2:53 left to go in the game. 93-86, a 7-point ball game. Mott Community College out on top.
You know, Bismarck State, I said this earlier, they shoot 71% from the free throw line as a team. They're in the double bonus now.
At the line, it'll be Bears tail. We'll see if his free throw shooting improves at this end, and it does. He knocks the first one down. 30 points for Wiley Bearsdale.
Fantastic shooter, great scorer. Somebody needs to sign this kid to a Division I or Division II scholarship.
Second one is good. He's got 31, 93-88. It's a 5-point lead for Mott. Out to the right-hand side with the ball. Chavers gives it upstairs to Harris. Harris to the left-hand side, takes it in the paint, dumps to Rice. Jumper is good. Rice with 20.
This half has been the Lamar Rice show, Scott. I don't know if he's missed a field goal, to be honest with you. He's had some open looks. He's had a couple dunks, tip dunks, and post moves, but he's really played well this second half. Quite a bit better than what he played in the first half.
Alden in the paint is fouled by Rulon Harris. That'll be his fourth. And Alden to the line, trying to add to his 21 points. Rice with 20.
16 in the second half. Clearly the difference. Clearly the difference in the second half.
Oh, yeah, no question. First free throw by Alden is good. 22 points for him. Also for the Mystics, Pope with 5, Bearsdale with 31, Austin with 13, Shaw with 9, Kajanwe with 2, and Barnes with 6. Next free throw on the way.
This will cut the lead to 5 if Alden can knock it down. With 2:26 left, and Bismarck State, you know, you can't say they're out of this. I mean, they're only going to be down 5, and they shoot fantastic from the line as he misses.
And the rebound by Mott with the board. Harris into the far left-hand corner. They work to Johnson. Johnson to Harris. Harris up top with the basketball. Dribbles into the paint, stops, pops, and missed it. Rebound inside, scooped up by Pope for the Mystics. Out to the right-hand side, they give to Alden. Alden into the forecourt, takes it into the paint. One-handed layup is good.
Nifty little left-handed layup by Alden. And coach for Bismarck State gets a timeout, cuts the lead to 4 with 2:01 left.
95-91, the advantage belongs to Mott. You're listening to the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Network. Coach Noble, a great comment by Steve Schmidt, the head coach of the Bears of Mott Community College during that timeout when he told his team, don't play to lose, or don't play not to lose, play to win.
That's exactly right. You know, Mott has had control of this game. Bismarck State's made a run here, cut it to 4 with 2 minutes left. Mott is in control of the basketball game. They just got to walk through the door and take the win. But Bismarck State's not going to give it to them. They're going to have to hit a couple shots here to finish them off. They're not going to go away.
Johnson out to the left-hand side with a 3, and it's good. Johnson with 13 points. 98-91.
That puts a lot of pressure on Bismarck State to score this possession with 1.5 minutes left in the game.
Out to the top, Alden with the basketball into the lane, throws it up off the glass, missed it, rebound by Mott, and a foul is going to be called on Alden. 1:25 to go in the game. 98-91. The 7-point lead belongs to Mott Community College. Winner of this game plays Community College of Beaver County tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. The loser plays tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock against Erie Community College.
Scott, number 5, Rashi Johnson for Mott, who just hit that three-pointer. He hit 3 big threes down the stretch in Region 12 action in the title game to get Mott Community College to this game today. So, you know, he's been doing it all year for him. And right, you know, at halftime he had 3 threes. And I think he's hit 1 or 2 here in the second half. How many points do you have total for today?
Johnson has 13 points total. Up the floor come the Mystics of Bismarck State. They need a jumper in the corner by Pope, and they get it. A 3 by Pope. He's got a 194.
They're not going to go away. They're going to make Mott beat them.
And we've got a foul out top. Wow. They just keep coming back at you. $194. The lead belongs to Mott Community College with 65 seconds to go here in this first round game of the national tournament. Dotson at the line. His first free throw is no good. Rebound underneath by Johnson. Put back is good. Johnson with 15. Up the floor. Alden with the ball for the Mystics. Kicks in the corner to Pope, and he dribbles it off his foot. 52 seconds to go. 102-94. Mott Community College with the lead.
Bismarck needs to steal here on this inbounds.
Rice gets the inbound. Rice will hand it off in the backcourt to Dodson. Dodson gives to Evans. Evans to Johnson. Johnson out beyond the perimeter is going to be fouled up top by Bearsdale. 42 seconds left to go here in this first round game. You think Steve Schmidt's breathing a little easier now?
Well, I don't know about right now. He's awful sweaty, Coach. You know, he's working awful hard here. He wants to make sure that his team advances without question. He doesn't want to leave any room for error in the last 42.8 seconds. I'm sure he's been around here, you know, at Mott Community College for a long time. I'm sure he's seen games slip away. You know, he's in his 10th year there. So no lead is safe, especially with the three-point shot. And if you've got Bearsdale the way he can shoot the basketball when he walks in the gym, no lead is safe as long as he's on the court.
Coming up tonight, 2 more games on tap for you beginning at 6 o'clock. Johnson County will play Rhode Island. Those are 2 newcomers to the tournament. Johnson County out of Overland Park, Kansas. Rhode Island from Warwick, Rhode Island. They'll play tonight at 6 o'clock. And then Aiken Technical College out of South Carolina will take on St. Louis Community College of Florissant Valley. And that game will be at 8 o'clock tonight. Florissant Valley is a newcomer here to the tournament. Aiken Tech was here last year under the direction of Charles Welch, and in fact, they've been here twice. They are 0-4 in the tournament since it's been here in Danville, and Charles Welch said this is the year he wants to get the monkey off the back.
And that, you know, that's true at any level of tournament play. Your first win is the hardest win, because then after that you've got confidence because you've won. Either if you come back a year or if it's your first year, your first win is always going to be your hardest one.
At the line, Johnson. First free throw on the way is good. He's got 16 points. 103-94.
Scott Johnson's only a 50% free throw shooter, so let's see if he knocks this down. He does. So he's 2 for 2 today.
He's 100% in that outing. He's got 17 points. 10-point lead. Mystics give to Bearsdale. He shoots the 3 out of traffic. 34 points for Bearsdale as he knocks that one down in traffic.
And he's 4 of 5 in the second half from behind the arc. You talk about kids earning scholarships throughout the year. And, you know, he's a 24, 25 point per game scorer throughout the year, and he's got 34 today. And he's had minimal opportunity in the second half, but he's made the most of it.
Free throw by Johnson is good as Mott got fouled as soon as they inbounded the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 3-pointers in the game for Bears tail. Second free throw is good by Johnson. He's got 19. 106-97. Bismarck State with the ball. They give to Bears tail. He'll shoot a three. Missed this one, and the rebound by Mott Community College, and they'll foul. And now it's just a matter of the final score as the Bears are going to come away with a win and find themselves with a date tomorrow afternoon against Community College of Beaver County.
And the Beaver County coaching staff, they've got to be thinking, you know, what are we going to do against Mott? Mott presses you. They've got a diamond press. They've got a 32 press. They got a half-court press, and they got variations of each one. You know, they're a hard team to prepare for. You can only prepare for so much in less than 24 hours.
Tell you what, I'd give the kids about an 8 p.m. curfew tonight and get them into bed early just so they're well rested. These two teams, on the other hand, that may not be a problem. First free throw by Minifield is good. He's got 14. I'll bet Bearstail tomorrow makes 2 3-pointers before he leaves the hotel. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Bismarck State. 20 seconds to go in the game. The Mystics down by 10. Alden in the paint, throws it up, missed the shot. Rebound by Mott Community College. They'll give the ball to Johnson. Johnson will bring it up the floor. On the bounce pass down low. Layup good for Minifield, and he's got 16. 7 seconds to go. This one is over. Up the floor comes Alden. He'll give it to Shaw. A three at the buzzer is no good. And the final score, 109-97. Mott Community College has defeated Bismarck State College. Mott Community College now advances into the championship bracket, while Bismarck State will go into the losers round and play tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Tim Fisher is wandering away out on the floor, and he is trying to catch up with the head coach of the Bears of Mott Community College and Coach Steve Schmidt. Tim?
Coach Schmidt, big win, 12 points, you're moving on.
Can't tell you how great that feels. I'm proud of our guys. Got to give a lot of credit to Bismarck, boy. They're pretty good, tough team to play against. They play loose and confident, can shoot the ball. But, you know, we gave up a lot of points, but I think our defense at the start of the second half was the difference. And we came out after them, wore them down. Real proud of our team. We got some challenges ahead, but I love this group.
We talked about it at halftime. You came out 16-1 run, broke it open. You had an 8-point lead there.
Yeah, that was key. And we thought they might have been a little fatigued too. You know, we try to run 10 players in and pride ourselves on that. So I think their shots, the way they shot the ball early, except for Beerstail, I mean, what a great player, what a great performance. They got tired and their shots started getting short. But I loved our defensive intensity and traps, and that's what got us here.
Coach, thanks. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
And that is Steve Schmidt, the head coach of the Mott Community College Bears. Now, Tim Fisher makes his way over to the head coach of the Mystics, Buster Gillis.
Here with Buster Gillis, and after a halftime lead, a tough loss.
Well, it is a tough loss, but I knew that there was 20 more minutes of basketball, and you know, you just have to play at that same level we were playing at the first half, and we just did a poor job of passing the ball, and I guess I was disappointed with that.
They came out to start the second half, did a little